Greetings, everybody, and welcome back to stream. It is I, Professor Phoenix, and today we are playing some Final Fantasy 14. Hold on, let me fix that rating real quick. That just caught my eye. Only so many things to do before stream starts. It's gonna be a nice chill day today. We have a bunch of quests that we need to get turned in for our classes. The main story kind of quiets down at this point because we're mainly dealing with character stuff. So this will be a good opportunity to start cleaning up all of our class stories and just, you know, getting those classes up. Because right now, my gladiator is the only thing strong enough to do the main story quest, and I want to fix that. Not to mention that abilities are locked behind job quests, so we best fix that. Not to mention, I really want to fix this situation. Look at this armor. I can't see his face. I've got to fix that. My God. Okay, if I recall, the gladiators are in a spat with the marauders. So we're going to go beat them up. Or maybe that was the last job quest. And then we find that someone else is messing with our fellow gladiators, and we're going to find out why. Of course, we're starting with the gladiator, because if all else fails, we want to be able to continue with the main scenario quest. Yuda. Oh, this is what was happening a couple weeks ago. I'm getting a stuttering effect. Wonder why. That's fine. We'll live. Not to worry, Blizzard. You have your own things to do, so don't worry about it. Nothing is mandatory when it comes to the stream. And everything's recorded anyway, so not to worry. So, that was an easy quest. So we've got a scorpion ring. We're going to go show it to Highwind, who is the former blade of Thal. Basically, he's one of the most famous swordsmen in the world. Wait, where is he now? Oh, they're doing an event. We'll do that later. Oh no, that's not Highwind. I'm sorry. I was thinking of what's his face, the guy with the blade, with the good blade. Highwind's just our favorite spy, our informant. I guess we're going to the Gladiators Guild next. God, that stuttering is bad. Oh, look! The 10th anniversary! That's awesome. We definitely gotta do that when we get a chance. Okay, I gotta check out what's happening here. Really? I don't have Task Manager saved? No, there it is. What is eating up my memory? Nothing. I'm not even at half CPU. And yet I'm stuttering every 5 seconds. No, not there. We are under attack from the Alacron. Aldous, that was his name. He's the former Blade. There's history between these two for sure. But of course he left. He left. And he's trying to warn her about the Alacron. But she doesn't want to hear anything. So we're going to go fight the Alacron, who are basically one of the more notorious bandit clans in Ul'dah. I believe they were at... Oh, Horizon? Oh, that's going to be annoying. So what I want to do is clean up all of my job quests that I have, because I have a lot of them, and they're choking up my quest log. So we're going to go take care of that first. I figured today would be an easy day. So that's why I'm doing this here. Ah, the stuttering is driving me mad. It only happens with FF14. It's like if it loads just wrong, everything goes to hell. Alright, just fall off the edge. There we go. And look, we're back at the Silver Bazaar. You know, that place we saved before from bandits. Turns out things are a little rougher than we thought. So she's rushing into a battle with them because she wants to deal with them toot sweet. Not recommended, but... I'm here, so everything will be just fine. I don't want them all to target me at the same time, though, so I will not be turning my tank stance on. Yeah, take care of the kindness. They're the healers. I'm dealing. Oh, I love his gauntlets. I want them. Oh, fools. Leavold. And he has the same sword that Aldous does. Methinks there's history here. Heading back to the Gladiators Guild. We'll turn this in. Leavold and I once fought side by side in the Colosseum. The twin swords of Nald Thal, they called us. Never lost a match, honored by the bull of Alamigo himself. But that was then, and this is now. When I learned Leavold single-handedly transformed the Alacron from a gang of common thieves into the most feared criminal organization in Thanalan, I knew I had to return. Seems like a lifetime ago the three of us used to train together in this hall. The Leavold I knew would never stoop so low. He was a good man, strong and true. What would drive him to do this? When I find him, I'll be sure to ask. Unfortunately, he seems determined to kill me for my curiosity. What aren't you telling me, Aldous? I'm not clever enough to keep secrets, my dear. I'm a simple man, only capable of dealing with what's right in front of me. Is that so? I'll find him, Mila. I promise. Alright. I'll go with the Kalata. Bum ba dum bum. Unfortunately, I'm wearing this stupid altered heavy steel armor, which takes up the head and the chest, making it extremely annoying. But we'll get there eventually. Alright, now she's going to be... Now we're going to look for the Alacron. We've got a clue to their whereabouts. So we're going to follow it. Because of course we're going to face them. Why wouldn't we? Western Thanalan. Let us do our roulette for minions today. Thank you, Gooby Spratling, you've been good to me. But today's pet is the Coral Kitten. Coral! Let's go, Coral. I want to name you Coral. Coral? No, Coral. Coral. Yes, yes. Just like all normal pets. I have to admit, seeing a horse with a lizard's tail is quite, discombobulating. And 6 legs, but that's not as strange. More common than you think. Another veteran gladiator injured? Oh, it's a trap! Well, I love springing traps. It makes it easy to kill my opponents. Because they all come out at once, you see, and then I spin around with my spinning sword, and then they all die. It's magic. Oh, God. They're so weak, it baffles me. Yeah, I've really been putting this off. Okay. And a quick trip back. I wonder if I should do all the job quests I have. I mean, I've got quite a few of them queued. It'll take a while to go through them all, though. Come on, now. The sooner I get rid of this ugly armor, the better. I don't know what they were thinking, creating armor sets that took up 2 slots at once. I have a message from Lelutsu. Ah, Aldous wishes to speak with me. And she was hinting that a potential couple between Aldous and Mila was possible. As you could tell, obviously, by the way Mila was talking about Aldous, but oh well. He left and left her behind, and she had to run the guild by herself. Classic story. Men always being the brooding, I'm going to leave and be mysterious type. So silly. Oh, haven't unlocked this chocobo keep yet. The fact that Aldous wants to meet me by graveyard, though, is quite strange. Where have you been? Busy drowning in some sweet young thing's eyes? Well, if that's the case, I understand completely. Been 7 years since Mila's father was laid to rest here. He was mean and stubborn, an old outgoat through and through. Gods, when he danced with sword in hand, it was pure poetry in motion. Mila's right. There's no way I could know what it was like for her back then. Forced to replace her father in such terrible circumstances. Oh look, it's that nasty lady from before. And who might you be? Another of Leavold's lackeys. Master Leavold has been most distressed since learning of your return. This is unacceptable. Your master does not deserve your loyalty, kitten. When you've outlived your usefulness, he'll dispose of you like so many others. Believe me, I speak from personal experience. Say what you will, I will not be swayed. She looks awfully determined to kill me. Still, I'm not really in the mood to play. Mind stopping her, Professor? Yep, I got it. Can you hear me under all this frickin' armor? Yeah, let's go. No pressure, but I'll be evaluating your performance. Oh, goody. She's, so weak. Yo! I crushed her. She's her father's daughter, a leader of men, a true warrior, and an obstinate woman who let her feelings cloud her judgment. Which is why she needs to be surrounded by dependable people who will give her good counsel and keep her temper in check. Now more than ever. Stick by her. She needs you more than she knows. She needs you, Aldous! You unromantic fool! Haven't you listened to a word I said? She needs dependable people. In case you haven't noticed, I am anything but. I'm only here because the unfinished business. When it's settled, there'll be no reason left for me to stay. Ugh, fool. I owe it to her old man to put an end to this. To give him peace in Thal's realm by making that bastard Leavold finally answer for his crimes. Remember what I said, Professor. Now go. She's probably wondering where you are. Yeah, I'm the guy on her mind. Yeah, sure. That's totally what's happening here. But fine, I'll just go back and say whatever happened. This is what happens when you overlevel yourself and forget to do job quests. Question is, what should I do after this? Got so many jobs to catch up on. Genevieve. Always liked your name. Suzariku, like your name too. Okay, heavy iron flanchard. Looks like it's a boost. Oh, that's because everything's full. Hold on. Oh, why is that in my inventory? My armoire. That's what I meant. Okay, why do I have so many things? Okay, here we go. I do like that Carnage sword. Am I really full on shields? How did that happen? Like, seriously, when did I get this many shields? Oh, I see. It's a combination of things. Don't worry about it. Okay, so we'll just get rid of these unfortunate square wooden shields that they entrust with people. Try it again. Really? Still have the best equipped, huh? Well, I don't believe that for a second, but okay. The rematch. Damn it all to the seventh hell. This is madness. It's Aldous. He's been arrested by the Brass Blades. They claim he was plotting to assassinate the Sultana. This is utter nonsense. He has no motive to do so. And whatever I've said about the man, he would never resort to using poison. The Alakran must be behind this. They have failed to kill him time and time again. Now they're reaching out to their monetarist allies. I didn't want to believe Wyman when he said he had such influence, but... Wait, that's it. If anyone can help us unravel it, it's Wyman. His reputation for knowing things he shouldn't, after all. Find him. Wyman! Our favorite informant. Looking so cool on the road. I need your help. Otherwise Aldous will die and I won't get his cool sword. I mean, our friend will die. Yes, that's my motivation. So many stuff is happening right now. Probably stoned. Oh, well. At least you're honest about it. What happened between them 7 years ago? You really don't know, do you? Best I start at the beginning, then. Aldous is something of an enigma. He and Leavold were two of the greatest gladiators ever to grace the blood sands. But he threw all that hard-fought glory away for a few gil more. See, the average Uldan loves a good Colosseum fight, and what better way to make a gladiatorial spectacle more entertaining than wagering on the outcome? So when it got out that Aldous was orchestrating a match-fixing scheme of untold proportions, well, you can imagine the shock and anger that people felt. He was expelled from the Colosseum, and his wins were stricken from the record. The Guildmaster Mila got the worst of it, though. Not only was her friend exposed as a fraud, but around the same time her father fell in and passed away. There was some oddity surrounding his death, too. It was rumored he took his own life out of shame for his disgraced pupil. That he might have even been murdered by the man. Baseless conjecture, really, but it made Aldous look that much worse. In the end, Milo lost two of the most important men in her life. He was forced to take charge of the guild alone. And Leavold? He tried to go it solo in the Blood Sands, but it wasn't the same. Without Aldous, his career was finished. Now you know the nature of the man you so desperately want to save. Though, judging from that look in your eyes, I gather you still have your reservations. Fine then, though you can't blame me for doubting a man found in possession of Rogler's bile. 'Tis a vile poison, rare and expensive, too. Only the Corpse Brigade knows how to make it. Gods only know why they'd give it to Aldous. Go to the headquarters of the Sepulchre in Southern Snarland and ask them direct, I reckon. I'm an aversion to direct confrontation, personally, but you don't, do you? By the way, should you save the poor bastard's life, tell him we're even. And I hope it was all worth it. Alright, let's go talk about... let's go talk to the Corpses Brigade, which is another criminal organization in Thanalan. Clearly the best way to move. Come, Asher. We have some criminals to go intimidate. I really need to dye your feathers. This yellow look just isn't working for you. Would you look better as an orange chocobo? A red chocobo? Or a black chocobo? I wonder. Oh, this is the dungeon. Let me unlock this real quick. Or I guess I have to kill the golem first. Sucker. Alright, do I have another class that's even close to 35? Nope. So let me just unlock this dungeon real quick. And now that'll be part of our duty roster. Factorio is at 6:30. Spitfire. So we got a couple hours yet. I'll probably be ending this one early to make preparations for that. Just so you know. Oh yeah, I forgot. The Corpse Brigade hides in the mountain. Since I don't want to face every single one of them, I'm just gonna burrow my way through. Ooh, easy. Crap. Ah, the Alacrana are working with the Corpse Brigade. It's natural, really. Scum does attract scum. Cool. Out of my way, out of my way. I've got to go steal some poison from y'all. Oi. Y'all really should attack me at once. It's your only chance. I guess that's just too much effort for y'all. Oh, when did I get Sentinel? Oh, hey, Keon, how's it going? Yeah, on Saturdays, I tend to do an early stream, so I can fit in some Final Fantasy XIV. Which is my favorite game to play right now. Oh, not a lot of people show up for the early streams, though. Can't really blame them. Okay, I've got the evidence. Let's go prove Aldous is innocent. Yola. Whoa. Yola. What a name. Yep, that's the usual time. And we'll be doing Factorio at that time today. I wanted an excuse to play this on stream, and I found it. He's innocent! Ugh. Alright, to the high bridge. We must stop the execution. Have you ever played Anthem? Yes, I have. I have a history with Anthem. Why? Do you play it? How do I describe my relationship with Anthem? It's probably one of the most disappointing games I've ever played. Not just because of the game, but also because of the company who made the game. I truly believed that that would be the next big thing, and that the trailer showed off the concept of the possibility of what it could be, but it all ended up being a lie. And then the game was so broken and incomplete that when it launched, it was insulting. Had the disc for PS4, but it needs PS Plus, and PS4 needs cleaning and hard drive corruption. Did it corrupt your hard drive? Ugh. Yeah, that was the other thing Anthem did. It was so broken that it ended up bricking anyone who tried to play it. A small subset of people had their PS4s ruined because Anthem was so broken. Thankfully, I think all of them got it fixed because a fix was found, but Anthem was the game that convinced me I will never pre-order a game ever again. Ever. I will never trust a studio just because their name ever again because of that game. I was so let down by Anthem and so insulted by it that I will never trust gaming companies again because of how big of a lie Anthem really was. And just what a waste of potential. You know, it was an honestly great idea. It really was. People were hyped for that game. If they had just given it another year, they would have had something. But no. No. They had to freaking ruin everything. Horizon wasn't a letdown. It was so fun. I came in to try playing the new Horizon, but the company who made the Horizon made a great game. Oh, you're talking about Horizon Zero Dawn now? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, Horizon was a breath of fresh air. That was a great game. Woo! People are, looking for fresh, new, strong IPs, and that one really did a great job. Like hell. You couldn't stay away, could you? Well, at least I didn't have to steal the headman's axe. Looks like even despite the proof, they're going to try to kill him anyway. Money talks. If the gods are to have blood this day, I'm afraid it won't be mine. Since you two are so devout, perhaps you'd be willing to offer yourselves in exchange. Mercy. Interfering with the law is a heinous crime. In fact, I believe it is punishable by death. The Alacron have shown their hand. And there's Leavold. I had a feeling this spectacle would draw you here. I should have dealt with you myself from the start. Come, let's dance, brother. So it's to be a rematch? Very well, I accept. Finally, others need you, Professor. Leave him to me. I better get moving. If it ever had multiplayer in Horizon, I hope they don't mess it up. I don't think that's a game that could have multiplayer. It's not designed that way. You know what I mean? It doesn't have multiplayer elements to it. It'd be very difficult to make it work. Not every game deserves to be a multiplayer, even if it is good. Like God of War, one of my favorite games. No way does that deserve to be a multiplayer game. We got Gotwin. Why is Myla's health so low? Okay. Got it. I didn't know I had a nerd rating for games. I just checked the thing that holds my Horizon in it. Huh? A nerd rating? The hell are you talking about? I played Warframe for a year and I didn't know I had multiplayer. It's skilled base. That's true, it is multiplayer. Woo! Good fight. Almost had me, Leavold. Stay back. I won't have your pity. You just had to have it all, didn't you? Just one victory, just one bloody match. But your precious ego couldn't accept that. You ruined everything! Tell me, Aldous, how does it feel to lose your name, your legacy, everything you ever loved? I want to know how much you suffered. Let it go, Leavold. It's over. Like hell's it is. I swear, you will never know peace. Not in this life, or the next. Leavold, no! The Nerdist ring. Oh, you mean the company Nerdist. I see. You know damn well neither of us will see Thal's realm. Let's go. Our comrades are waiting. I see what you mean. Yeah, basically every game company has their own rating system. Let's see. Ulda. Smashy Yamashita. Great name. That's why I usually go to, like, Metacritic. They collect everyone's ratings and put it all into one. It's much more convenient. And then they let the users give their own ratings. That's why they're the most successful rating site. Well, for games at least. When it comes to movies, Rotten Tomatoes still has the most popularity. I'm glad you were there, Professor. Without you, I doubt we could have defeated the Holocron. Have you ever considered the Colosseum? You'd make a wonderful attraction. Of course, you'd need a title that befits your prowess. Now that's all over, you'll be staying, won't you? No. Leavold may be dead, but the Holocron are far from finished. I'd rather not linger and give them a chance to regroup and seek revenge. It is a true tragedy that I cannot enjoy the company of Ulda's lovely ladies any longer, but I have faith that equally radiant beauties await me in distant lands. Aldous, Not another word, my dear. It's bad enough that the First Sword has permitted a disgraced gladiator to fraternize with her subordinates. Can you imagine the scandal if she became personally involved with the man? Nevertheless, I understand how you feel, Myla. I'm known to have this effect on the fair sex. I should have let the headsman have his way with you. That way you might have learned something of humility. But how am I supposed to remember the lesson without a head? Your father would be proud of you, Myla. Don't ever change. Yes, there's one more thing I want to say to you before I go, Professor. 7 years ago, before my last match on the Blood Sands, I was given an offer. A sultan's ransom in exchange for a loss. Leavold begged and pleaded, but I just couldn't do it. Call it honor or pride or whatever you like. I made my choice, and in spite all that came of it, to this day I have no regrets. It's a simple thing to know what's right. Listen to that heart of yours, and it will never lead you astray. Trust in your comrades. Have faith in your skills, and you will triumph over any adversity. And with that, I bid you all farewell. I'd better not have to wait 7 years to see that bastard again. There's still so much I want to... What in the seven hells you're looking at? This is a training hall! Why aren't you all training right now? You think all it takes to stand in the Blood Sands is a sword and a stupid grin? No! It takes years of hard work, an ocean of blood and sweat, and an unbreakable will. Every man and woman here has the potential to become a champion, but it is you, and you alone, that decides your destiny. So answer me now, gladiators. Will you follow in the footsteps of your brothers and sisters and inscribe your names in legend? Aye. Yay. Guess I'll go for the Steel Kalata again. Do you know of any MMO like Warframe? I mean, there's plenty. I mean, not exactly like Warframe. I know of a lot of MMORPGs. This is one, for instance. Paladin's Pledge. Yay, now I can learn to be a paladin. Let's see. Most similar to Warframe? I don't know Warframe all that well, unfortunately. The only MMOs I know really well are World of Warcraft, Final Fantasy XIV, and RuneScape. And to a degree, what's it called? Oh crap, I can't remember what it was called. Oh well, never mind then. Though yeah, those are the only ones I know. Oh, and Diablo, but I've only played at that a little bit, so. Is Dark Souls an MMO? No. An MMO is a massive multiplayer online RPG. So something has to be online, it has to be playable with other people, and it has to be that style of RPG. I would dare say Dark Souls would be an interesting MMORPG, but it's not one. Husting Strip. Oh, that one. Jinlins! Teach me to be a paladin. Yes, I am Jinlins, member of the Sultan's Sworn Elite and servant to the Ul'Dan Sultanate. Unless my instincts deceive me, you have come to inquire about training as a paladin. If so, I'd have your name, good sir. Professor? A fine name. I bid you welcome and salute your noble resolve. But if you aspire to paladinhood, you should understand what it means. A paladin swears allegiance to the Sultanate. A paladin shall be the sword and shield of the Sultanate. A paladin defends the people of the realm. Sellswords and gladiators and others of their ilk wield their blades for themselves, but a paladin serves the greater good. Do you understand me? The battle arts that the paladin learns have been held secret, nurtured, and perfected within the ranks of the Sultan's Sword Elite for nigh on the 600 years. Of all those sworn to protect the Sultanate, the soldiers, the mounted guards, and the knights, we are the elite of the elite. Our conviction unwavering, our hearts true, our sword skills without peer. But the glory of the Sultan Sworn? Well, much of it is buried in the past now. Our brotherhood grows smaller by the year. We are shadow what we once were. And the Sultana turns to sellswords to defend her palace. All this because of one traitor. No, because of a blot of dishonor left by one who shall not be named. And because of him, we've been forced to seek the help of able-bodied adventurers. And here you are. We shall instruct you in the paladin military arts. You will not be inducted into the Sultan Sworn, but serve as a free paladin. However, first you will show us that both your sword and heart have metal, and you are worthy of the honor. In the ruins of the south of Little Almigo, you'll find an iron brazier. Light it, and the undead nearby will be drawn to the flame. Slay these monsters and give their hearts to the fire. Return and present to me their ashes as proof of your deed. Now, would-be paladin, show me the metal in your heart and steel in your blade. Yay, I get to be a paladin now. Do you think a remake of Dark Souls would be fun? Absolutely. I mean, they made a remake of Demon Souls, and that was a hit piece. But then the question becomes, is a remake of Dark Souls even necessary? Granted, it's pretty old. And there would be demand for it. But Dark Souls and basically the whole Soulsborne series has a... Oh, it's up there. They have a kind of timeless factor to them, you know? There might not be any need to remake them. Demon Souls was pretty old, so that one makes the most sense. That's why they did that. But would they ever remake Dark Souls? I don't know. Lord knows that From Software is on top of the world right now. Most of the massive gaming companies that make first-person shooters don't think about their players anymore. Oh yeah, that's an absolute truth. Activision Blizzard, they lost sight of how to make games good a long time ago. There we go. All they think about now is how to make money. Because they're very good at it. And people keep buying it, so they keep making more! If you are in this place searching for the undead, then you must be a petitioner seeking the secrets of the paladin arts. But make no mistake, simply learning paladin swordplay does not make you a paladin, nor does the armor you wear, or the status you claim. I am just another aging free paladin, but you would do well to heed my counsel. Strike off the shackles that bind your spirit, lift the visor that blinds, and find the true path of the paladin. Eh? It's a nice sword. Here you'll be returned the captain, yes? Then give him this crystal. Call of Duty stopped a long time. Warzone 1 was good, and they shut down to benefit their other game, Warzone 2. Ugh, yeah. Warzone 1 was just fine. And then Warzone 2 became a thing. It's like, oh, gross. Right? And now Overwatch? Oh. Freaking, what were they thinking? You know what? Why ask the question? We know the answer. Money! There's a reason that they do all these crummy things. Money! They make themselves all the money they can possibly think of. But making the game better? Oh no, that's too much work. Let's just repackage it, remove half the features, promise future features that we wanted, and then trickle in those old features back into a far inferior game and have them pay money for it. Oh my god, it's genius! We'll make so much money! No one will care. And then Overwatch 2 becomes the most disliked game in Steam's history. But they don't care. Because their profit margins went up for the quarter. So what does it matter? You know? That's the grossest part of all. Doesn't matter that all this stuff rips them apart online and they hold such distinctions as the worst game ever on Steam. Doesn't matter to them. They only care about that profit margin. Bastards. Friends versus Friend. Sounds like a better game now as revised this year. Looks so fun. I don't know which one you're referring to. Friends versus Friend? I don't know that. Crystal, you say? So this is the traitor paladin he was talking about. Yay. But just like all things, I think there's more to it than meets the eye. Paladin! Unlocked. Souls of paladins past bequeath to you their wisdom. Thank you. Ooh, yeah, look at my inventory. Hold the front door. Oh, is that one better? At this point, it's hard to tell. I have to go place some of this stuff in my armory. I'm running out of space. God dang it! Give me a better freaking gear. First person card shooter. 2 of your friends versus random friends. A card shooter? Did I read that right? Gonna drop some stuff off in my armoire. Yo, I love your outfit! High-rise star down, you are a master, sir. I love you. I've never heard of a card shooter. You gotta draw 4 cards and fight with guns. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna put away... Actually, I was about to say, it's probably the Phoenix Riser stuff, right? Well, I am going to actually store as a glamour. Because it's so freaking good looking. Alright, what else can we... The Carnage sword is a really good looking sword. Really? I gotta repair it? God dang it, hold on. Let's see, who else is crapping the bed when it comes to developing games? I mean, EA's been doing it forever. They have no intention of changing. Not until the law says what they're doing is illegal. Which they might eventually. I sure hope they do. Loot boxes and gambling. That doesn't belong in video games. At the very least, loot boxes for currency, you know? It's one thing to earn stuff just fine in-game. But to create a system for it where you pay for rolls is like... That's gambling. That's the definition of gambling. And that messes people up. That's why they made it illegal for anyone underage to gamble. Because it messes with your brain. It actually messes you up for life. Because gambling is an inherently manipulative practice that toys with your dopamine rewards and your endorphins and tries to make you more susceptible to pulling that lever just one more time. And if you're young enough and you experience that, you're trained to do it, which is the most shocking part of all. But because it's not technically gambling, it's just legal. And EA makes billions of dollars every year. Bastards. They don't care. You know what their defense was? When the UK, I think it was like Child Protection Services, interviewed them and asked them about the practice of loot boxes were. They called it, it's not loot boxes, it's not gambling. It's called surprise mechanics. And that made me so mad. Like the audacity you must have to call it something so ludicrously dumb and think people won't just look right through that. It's unbelievable. A lot of these are pretty low-end devices. I wonder I have so many. I'll save that one. Everything else? Yeah, the charges are fun. Why not? Sure. Gambled $112 on lollipops? Huh. Whole classes, 35. Huh. Nope. 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 That's not bad. Ew. Hate that. That looks good. Yes, Foe Striker's Tabard. Let's go. Pretty plain. Pretty plain. Pretty plain. These are all pretty plain. All right. Oh, I hate those back things. No way. It's the same thing. Those look good. Subligars? No, never want to deal with subligars. Oh, those look sick. Those are pretty nice. Pretty thin, though. Man, those are some freaking high boots. Tell you what. Is there anything here worth keeping? No. I'll keep the Uldan ring. Besides that, we're done here. Alright, let's take a look at our glamour plates, shall we? That is definitely the best looking sword we've had so far. Question is, what's the best looking shield we have? I like the bowl. The charge is alright. But honestly, that bronze shield... I just love how that looks. That is so nice. Ooh. Could I improve the hands? Because I got Met gauntlets right now. I don't think I got anything new. I did not. And then I started putting stuff together for Marauder, but then I realized that that wouldn't work. This was my monk ninja outfit, I think. I'll stick with that. That's a good look. That was my Lancer outfit. Alright, that'll do for now. Now I don't have to wear that ugly armor anymore. Alright, let's go with selling. Let's see. Would that be the nearest shop is over here? It would. Oh. It irks me not to be able to do all this quest stuff yet. Time is nearing 5 o'clock, which means that we have about an hour and a half left till we switch over. Oh, he has some nice looking weapons, doesn't he? Falcon's not half bad. But mine is still better. Okay, so. Get rid of some of these goodies. Am I really going to use these potions? No, I'm really not. There'd never be a need for them, you know? Not unless I was doing a solo run, which probably never happened. Not in this account, at least. Okay. Could sell the materia myself. Okay. And that'll do for now. Lovely. My feisty little chocobo. Why is this the next step in the paladin? I don't remember this at all. I do. Oh, do I have to do this before I could go further in my paladin quest? That's interesting. Well, I'm here. I should buy some Gashal greens. Yay, my chocobo's going to help me fight. I will never unduly expose it to danger. Well, I have a bit of news for you. I fight some very dangerous things. Here you are. By the Fortin family. Sick. Alright, and I need a vendor to give me Gashal greens. A lot of them. Was it not those two? Which vendor is it? There you are. Yay. Yeah, he's here. Nice. I guess right now the important thing is just to get them experience, so we'll just go for it. Do they want me to go above or below? Above. Warframe is one of the most balanced games in because of the crafting system is needed. It takes 3 real-life days to craft stuff. The stuff you gain can be traded to other players to pay. It takes you 3 real-life days to craft stuff? That's too long. I am sorry. That is too long to craft something. They're capping you. hate those mechanics. It's like Clash of Clans. You want to keep building stuff and you want to keep doing battles to earn goods, but they won't let you. Because you can only do it once every 7 hours, and then every 20 hours, and then every 300 hours. But there's a way to get past that currency. All you gotta do is pay up. I don't know how Warframe does it, but it's a bad sign in my opinion. I mean, FF14, you know, and other MMOs lets you craft stuff too. Oh, really? Oh, it's because I was in combat. But I don't have to wait 3 days to build something. You know what I mean? I have to earn my experience to become a high enough crafter, but it never limits me on how often I can do it. Sweet. Okay. Looks like I'm done with my job quests. I guess it's on with the main scenario. Oh, Horsefall! Really? The wait to craft some of the weapons feels so long, but you can skip it for paid currency. Yep, there it is. That you can get for trading items that are valuable. Or you could just pay money for it. Well, at least they let you earn the currency in-game. That's a step better than most. If you can earn currency in-game, then that lets you play longer, you know? But still, the cap shouldn't be there to begin with. It's just there to encourage spending of real money. Don't mind me, just a behemoth. Man, Forlamore is a real piece of work. I can set a 300p or currency, the time to skip, or even just buy the weapons like 50p, or for currency to skip and 325 to buy it. Let me try to make sense of what you just said. Nope, didn't understand what you said. It's very disjointed. Sorry. He is the name for currency. I got that much. It takes 50p to skip most things that take 3 days. Okay. But why do they take 3 days? Alright, so right now, what we're trying to do is we're trying to find an airship that crashed nearby. But no one wants to help us because we're outsiders. And right now, everyone thinks that House Halinarte is filled with heretics. Because right now they're at war with the dragons. Anyone who helps dragons are heretics. And that's all anyone cares right now is House Halinarte's scandal. But Haurchefant, Lord of House Forton, he doesn't believe he is a heretic, and he wants to help us. And right now, the Lord of House Halinarte is going to a dangerous spot. And it looks like they might be in some severe trouble. Franzel! Oh, you want to go, huh? I'll go. Ooh, he's big. Gotta find the other 3 knights. Trade market is so hard, but some people just help you through the game. The players in Warframe is the most friendly gaming community. Well, that's good to hear. The trade market shouldn't be that hard. What makes it so hard, likely, is that the cost of everything goes up because it costs real-world money. So everybody's not as willing to lower the prices. So the market becomes that much harder to deal with. I know I keep harping on it, but it is what it is. And if that's the worst it gets in Warframe, okay, that's not bad. It could be a lot worse. Destiny. Well, of course the market's easier if you sell things people want. That's how every market works. But being the one person everyone buys from is another matter. And this is really where the corruption in the what the Ishgardian society really lies. You know, they've been at war for so many years that even the hint of disloyalty is treated as heresy. And then the Inquisitors come down and they make their judgments. And the people who are just trying to help are the ones who suffer. And society's corruption just continues. But thankfully we have good men like Harshafant holding the line. Oh great, now they're labeling me a heretic. Destiny, I thought it was free to play friendly. It wasn't you have to play PvP raids as you get all the loot in PS4. Destiny is free to play, but that's it. You're missing how it works. It's not that you have to pay to do the raids or PvP. You have to pay to get the good stuff in Destiny. See, this is how Destiny does it. Destiny is free to play, so anyone can join in. But here's the rub. To play all the content in the game, the seasons, the different content, the different armors, different weapons, is a season pass. And that's like $10, $15 or more, depending on what season they're doing. And then expansions will be their own money. That in itself isn't too bad. It's a free-to-play game, so it needs to make its money somewhere. But the fact of the matter is, Destiny's monetization is gross. Because they focus all their efforts on making really sick weapons and armor that is available through the silver store. And silver can only be acquired in one way, and that's to pay real-world money for it. And recently, the Destiny developers made an announcement saying, we're sorry, but we just can't make new armors for the next season anymore. We just don't have the manpower to dedicate a new set of armor for every season. On the same day that 2 new sets of armor released on the currency store. They don't have the time to make armor for the season's pass, but they do. We have to pay $20 for a suit of armor on the currency store. Clearly we know where their priorities are. And in a company of well over 1,500 employees, the fact that they don't have the manpower is bullshit. Factorio? Oh, that's not for another hour. An hour and 15 minutes. We still have an hour and 15 minutes. Warframe Season Pass, you can't pay to skip or even get more things. Yeah, Warframe has no need for a sequel. Which just lets you realize how bad of an idea Destiny 2 was. Everybody was just fine playing Destiny. And you know what's insane about Destiny 2? All of the stuff you did in Destiny meant nothing in Destiny 2. Nothing at all. All of the content that they made for Destiny vanished in Destiny 2. And get this! All the stuff that you got in early days Destiny 2, it's gone now. It's just... they erased it. You can't do the content at the beginning of Destiny 2 anymore, because that content is just gone now. You can't do the first raids, you can't do the first dungeons. All that content is gone. Which is just insanity. I don't know what Bungie is doing. And that's why I've stopped playing Destiny. God, the more I think about it, the more the angrier I get. Because Bungie is just... they have fallen so far. I'd say Warframe is a far better position than Destiny. And that's the thing about season passes. You know, people find them controversial, but I think that's actually a good standard model. Fortnite really made it acceptable to use the Battle Pass season pass system. You know, hey, here's a whole season of content for you to work towards. Give us like $15 for it in a free-to-play game, and you can work your way through it. I don't like that the season pass is limited. I think you should be able to purchase those whenever and work through them whenever. But the fact that the season pass exists, I think, is a healthy system for free-to-play models. But of course, then you go to Destiny and Overwatch, and the whole thing is freaking abused. Oh, and they gave up on balancing PvP a long time ago. Oh. Yeah, and that's the difference, too. Warframe is taking their time with every pass. That's good. The more time you put into content, the better it is. But Destiny is straight up like, we're just gonna put out crap every couple of months, and you're gonna buy it. Ugh. Call of Duty does the same thing. And Fortnite does the same thing. The difference with Fortnite is that they're kind of like shooting everything at the wall and seeing what sticks, right? The fact that they do weekly updates is insanity, but it's a business model that's worked well for them so far. Look at this. Look at her statement. If Lord Francel is indeed innocent, he shall walk in Halone's halls with the fallen heroes of Ishgard. He's going to die, and you say, don't worry. If he's innocent, it's okay if he dies. He'll go to heaven. You are the problem, you stupid, people like you make me so angry. Ishgardian society is the one thing that makes me so angry in this game. Because it's insanity. The people are so willing to just say, oh, but it's okay. In the end, God will take care of you. Because it's madness. It's madness to think like that. An innocent man's about to die, and all you can say is, "Oh, it's okay. Even if he does die, even if he's killed for no good reason, he'll still go to heaven, right?" Like, well, do something to save his life, you stupid SOB. God! You really believe that? But no, all you care about is your convenience. You know, just let it be what it is. Wow, I got really angry there. Why are there two things happening here? Why does the animal have the you-know-what thing? What? Alright, let's go save an innocent man's life. Shokin Sholaman Francel de Helenate, you stand accused of heresy against the holy say of Ishgard. Is there aught you wish to say in your defense? Hear me, brothers! These charges are false! The men and women of my line have ever opposed the Travanians, and I am no different. Since the very birth of our nation, we have gladly shed blood in service to the holy say. Condemn me and you will strike a blow for the enemies of Ishgard. It is for alone to judge if you speak the truth. Prove your innocence in the eyes of gods and men. Leap from the cliff and entrust your fate to the Fury. The righteous shall take their place in Helon's halls, while the wicked shall reveal their Trakan forms and be put to the sword. Idiocy. In the name of House Four Toms, I beseech you, stay your hand! Inquisitor, we are come on behalf of Lord Haurchefant. My lord has uncovered evidence which suggests that the charges against Lord Francel are without merit. We humbly request that these proceedings be suspended until such time as a full re-examination of the facts has been conducted. Lord Haurchefant has allowed his personal relationship with the accused to cloud his judgment. That he should harbor private doubts I might have allowed, but that he would dare interfere in legal proceedings sanctioned by the Holy Say, I cannot. To defy the will of an Inquisitor is to commit heresy, a crime for which there is but one punishment. Oh, I'll be so happy to kill you, dude. Oh, but I'm not allowed to kill him. Of course not. Because he's not the bad guy here. Even though he's the one freaking about to force a man off a cliff to prove his faith. Idiocy! Oh, and look. Get that white mage out of here. Get back here. Hey, Carson. Another think Destiny nerfs two things is cruel. Still can't understand what you're saying. This trial, like many others I fear, has been orchestrated by enemies of House Hellenarte. They have used you and your fellows to sow discord, Inquisitor, to set brother against brother, that we may tear ourselves apart. The fevered imaginings of a desperate man. What proof have you of this? Dude, look, he had a freaking draconian rosary. And the knight who refused to yield, it was he who summoned the wyvern. A heretic in the ranks of the Temple Knights. This has grave implications. Your claims would appear to have merit, Lord Haurchefant. I shall withdraw my charges against Lord Francel, pending further investigation. I trust you have not lost sight of that which first brought you to Korthas, Professor. Pray locate your errant airship, and use it. Yeah, I would be so happy to kill that dude, but... Lord Haurchefant, I have not the words to express my gratitude, but why would you risk your reputation to save mine? Because I know you, boy. You're too loyal to betray Ishgard, and too devout to question your sentence. Had we been any slower, you'd have jumped off of your own free will. I would have done whatever it took to redeem House Hellenarte. Praise alone, it did not come to that, but it profits little to dwell on what might have been. Let us quit this place, Professor. Pray visit me at Camp Dragonhead once you have recuperated. Oh yeah, Destiny nerfs items and makes them useless. That's true. They do that. It's a damn shame, too. I'll just teleport. It'll be faster. Oh, and so begins the long line of dealing with Ishgardian stupidity. Okay, the time is 5:30. I'm actually going to stop here. I know it's only been like 2 hours since we started streaming. I usually do 3. But I do have some errands to run. And I gotta set up for the next stream. So I think that'll be... I gotta take some time. And we don't have much else to do here. We still have a lot of things to do in Final Fantasy XIV anyway. So I will end the stream there. I will see you guys in about an hour. We'll be playing some Factorio, and I will see you then. So thank you for hanging out. Hope you had fun, and I will see you all in about an hour. Later.